All right. Hey, what an intro. All right. How you doing?
Good, sir. How are you? It's Friday morning.
I know it. Listen, first of all, I want to welcome everyone to the Rikishi Driver Talk Show here in Los Angeles, coming straight out of the world famous Knox Pro domain, presented by Knox Pro Entertainment. So what's going on with you, Hamza?
Man, nothing new. Just trying to survive this Corona stuff as we do, navigating the lack of traffic in Los Angeles, which is great.
Yeah.
But outside of that, man, nothing new. Just checking out things like the wrestling shows we got going on, checking out the politicians that are talking about earning my vote, and then also wondering what Cardi B's WAP means. So a lot of things we got to talk about today.
That's been one of my favorite videos by Cardi B. I'm a big fan of hers. But so you're talking about let's back up. How was your week leading up to Friday?
Week was pretty solid. I did a lot of training. We did a lot of production stuff, got everything kind of set up, ready for us to go. Yeah. And, to be honest, I actually wanted to bring up a picture I found of you at a basketball game recently.
What is that?
This one right here. Hold on. Actually, let me throw it up for everyone to see.
Okay. We're going to start off with that. That's not me.
No, that is you.
No, that's not me.
Sir. I've been watching you for quite a while. I think I could recognize your backside when I see it.
Listen here. If anybody knows the backside, I know my own backside. That is not me. That is not my thumb, and that is not my buttocks.
I have proof.
Who is it? I don't know.
That's proof.
Cardi. No, that's not Cardi. That's Lizzo.
I don't know what it is with you and these hip hop women out there.
I don't know. Hey, I love hip hop. There's no doubt. There's no secret. I love hip hop. But man, I've been seeing a lot of those collages online on my Instagram feed and stuff like that. What is it? I mean, you got to embrace what your mama gave you. Shake what your mama gave you.
That's because your backside is timeless, is what it is. It's like Tina Turner's legs, right? They never age. They never go out of style. So.
Oh, jeez. But I'm honored, thank you, Lizzo. I mean, if anybody thinks that we got the same buttocks, oh well, it is what it is. Embrace what your mama gave you. So, but that's cool. So what else is going on? Tell me what's going on, what's out there that's hot, or.
I mean, I know that we recently did our I Am Wrestling shows, which we've been having a great time with, but I think one of the best things we're doing right now is we're having other promotions come in and perform here at the Knox Pro domain because we're helping these independent wrestlers, get back into the ring. So last week we had East Bay boys from up in the Bay Area come down and overtake our set here. And then next week, what do we have next week coming? Santino brothers are going to come down here next week.
Well, I think it's number one, I want to give a big shout out to Knox Pro Entertainment for giving a platform for a lot of the indie wrestlers that are out there. With this pandemic that's shut down, it is a very difficult time for a lot of the independent wrestlers that are out there. They got their regular jobs during the day, during the week. And then when it comes time for the weekend, this is where they're able to go out and make a few dollars and get booked here and there. But, it's been, if you're not with AEW or WWE, or you getting like one of those big contracts from either company where you get a weekly paycheck, where you're not worried about bookings day. You know what I mean?
Right.
But for this, it's a real big deal here. A lot of the independent companies and wrestlers, for that matter, that's been reaching out to Knox Pro Entertainment to be able to, give a platform, access, opportunity, exposure. Nobody's going to see you sitting at home wrestling in your living room.
Right.
And so I want to personally say thank you to everyone throughout the world. The numbers has been crazy. It's no doubt that, a lot of the companies that are out there, independent wrestlers, also the fans, they feel for a lot of these independent workers that are out there. So, I'm excited that this is continued every Tuesday.
Right.
Just to be able to showcase a lot of different companies. And this week coming up, shout out to Santino brothers.
And
I'm looking forward to them. I've never really seen those cats perform
Yeah.
live. So.
I've actually been to their domain one time, and I visited them, and they have a very good operation set up. The way they have things running, a lot of very, very talented wrestlers came through. Actually, Jake Atlas was the gentleman I met there. He's signed to NXT right now as we speak. So, and I think Ronda Rousey trained there as well. So they're pretty. They do a pretty good job up there.
Well, they got a good coach over there, Santino Brothers. You got Joey Mundos, who's a good friend of the small ones, and myself and Rito, and he teaches the kids what needs to be taught. You understand that too as well. As we go through here, we got a couple knuckleheads that come through. Once they come through and they see how hard it is in that square circle, it's like now excuses come and all of a sudden they're not showing up anymore. But hey, everybody has a choice in this industry. Whether you go all in, full force, or just don't waste your time and go get a career, something that you feel like you can make a good living out of it, and you're passionate.
That's 100%. You hit the nail on the head there. That's it's good to come and try out. Absolutely, come try out, see if it's for you and whatnot. But don't fool yourself into thinking this is something you want, and then waste your life, not building a career for yourself and not doing something that you can really be good at.
By all means, we both know, we all know that no matter how good you are, how much of a pro you become in this industry, that square steel metal post, that ring wins every night. That plywood does not sell for nothing. Yep.
There's only one winner in the wrestling game, and that's that ring in there, right?
100%.
So, I mean, I know we're getting close to this election time of year, right? And this is where everyone. Okay, so people, just so you guys know, became an American citizen last year. I can vote now. So I've been being DM'd by everyone. Thank you. Thank you.
Legit.
But now everyone's ready to swing my vote. I'm getting DM'd by everybody. This is what you should go for. This is what you should pay attention to. This is the topics out there. My thing is, it's just important to vote, right? So what are your thoughts on that stuff coming up?
You know what? I just want what's best for the human race. Our life has been turned upside down from the norm to what we're going through today. A lot of people is just, they're all upside down. They don't know, confused. They don't know how to feel. And, nothing's more stronger than the medicine of peace and love. There is nothing more stronger than that. Peace and love, whether you're on the left or the right. But it's the human race. We got to look at the future of our children. What is it that we do today that will affect them years and years to come in the future? So, I have grandkids, and every day I look at them, and what we're going through, it's scary. It's very scary because we're not used to being told you can't do this, can't do that. But there's rules, things that we need to comply with if we want to move forward as a whole, as unity, as human beings for the betterment of the whole world. So I hope in these times while I'm still breathing that we can come to some type of peace and love and unity and move forward.
Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah.
Sometimes I wonder if that man upstairs is just putting everybody through a test. As quick as right now, it's no matter how much money you got.
Right.
It doesn't change what's going on right now. It's still affecting the people I want to see. I can't go see my parents. I can't go see my siblings due to, because trying to follow, do the right thing, don't want to get, people sick that are out there. So that's all. I'm not a politician. I'm not, I'm just for direct.
Correct. And you know what? That's actually something that both parties can agree on. Love, peace, and unity is something that everybody wants, And then this proved to us, like, a lot of people spend a lot of their lives working for this wealth and buying things like $150,000 cars and whatnot. And then now we're here where we can't even go anywhere. So we're all in like an equal playing field all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's just, we've come from the norm to the unnorm. And it's just like, I never thought in a million years I'd come across something like this in my life. I've turned going to be 55 in October.
Wow.
Right. And I'm like, man, it's just, am I going to live through to see this thing turn over or for the betterment of everyone, you know.
Right.
I just want everybody to get along, peace and love, and just do the right thing and for the human race.
Right.
We have children. We have children. We've lived our life, but we need to, damn it, set something solid for these kids that they can look forward to and have the right, everything what they need to be able to be successful and live a good life. And it's the United States of America. Why
Absolutely.
can't
Of course, well put. And that's the main message that I think everyone should take away from this is that even though the media likes for us to believe that we all hate each other, 99.999% of people, just like the germs that the hand soap and bacterial soap kills, those amount of people actually care about peace and love and getting along. So don't let the media fool you into believing one thing or the other. Really worry about your personal life and what you're dealing with it, you know, and then live your life accordingly.
You know, I say if you're not hurting anybody else, you're doing you. You're being that person who you're supposed to be.
Right.
I mean, you go look for trouble, trouble's gonna find you.
Of course.
But if you're laying low, doing what you're supposed to do, you're gonna be all right.
Yeah.
It's that simple. So, but you know, everybody's in an uproar, and again, you know, it's probably the last thing what I'm gonna say about this topic. I'm gonna pray and hope that everything comes together with peace and love.
Absolutely. You know, you mentioned your grandkids a few times. You spent a lot of time with them last week, didn't you?
Yeah. It was, you know, when you're in this industry and you tend to go, and all you think about is, is making sure that they're okay, that they have a good future and put food on the table, roof over their head, and so forth. You know, you tend to, forget the things that are really important in your life. Like it's just not always about working. You know, what good is, making all that and yet can't share and miss small opportunities of birthdays and so forth. So I missed that with my kids when I was in the industry. And now, my second part of my life is, I made it a vow that I'm going to, be able to spend more time with my kids and also a lot with my grandkids.
Oh, yeah.
I had the most wonderful time being with my grandkids these past couple of weeks. I'm up there with my brother Tonga Kid and his son Jacob, and I had my kids up there, my grandkids, and it was just a wonderful. We were just on a lake. There was nothing around, no big. The wind was blowing good, the fresh water, and we listened to some good, island reggae music.
Oh yes.
And we just parked our chairs inside the, in the lake, and just watched the kids just have a great time. And, hearing my kids call me, Papa, look, Papa, look, look at this. I can swim, Papa. It's God's gift, and I tend to embrace that.
Beautiful, man. Yeah, you posted a lot of pictures. I was kind of jealous of you guys. You didn't take me with you, but I guess I can't be everywhere all the time, right?
I don't post too much of my family photos on there. It's all like business with the Samoan Dynasty or, our Blackout Fight Gear merchandise, what we're pushing. But, that day, I just couldn't help but show the world, what I was going through that day and, how I was feeling. So,
of course,
if you got loved ones out there, listen, make sure you call them. Make sure you spend time to make a effort to go see them. A lot of times we're texting all the time.
Yep.
After a while, text gets kind of played out. I want to be able to grab you and hold you and squeeze you and tell you I love you, because tomorrow's not promised. And God forbid anything happens to you. You have the opportunity to, but you missed it.
Yeah.
No.
No, you're right. I mean, my dad's trying to pick up text messaging so he can communicate more with me. I tell him, sir, please pick up the phone and call me every time, because I like to hear your voice, man. I know I'm a texter, but I like to hear your voice,
Well, you youngsters, you guys love texting. Us, we miss picking up the phone and just, you know what I mean? I've never texted so much in my life.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
We've been social distancing for a while with that text messaging stuff. That's how we keep our distance. We've been practicing this.
Thank God. Yeah, that I'll take that. We can communicate, but you can still pick up the phone and call.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Yesterday I was here and I really wanted to wear my Ultimate Oosh shirt that I have, because I get asked about that shirt all the time. And I wore it last night, so I got all sweaty, and I woke up this morning like, I can't wear it today, so I ended up missing out on wearing it for the show. But You get a lot of inquiries about that shirt.
Listen, I want to first thank a very close friend of mine's, Rodney Everson, who's the CEO of Blackout. And, since we came up with this design about the Ultimate Ooze t-shirt, the Samoan Dynasty brand, the Ultimate Ooze t-shirt has been one of our hottest selling t-shirts. And it's been out there for well over 2 years now, and it is still going. And so, I want to say, thank you to all the fans that are out there that, purchased the Ultimate Ooze t-shirt. And, there's a lot, when you see that photo, there's a lot of strength in that t-shirt. There's a lot of strength in, the war paint there, the logo of the Samoan Dynasty. There's a meaning behind that logo, and so forth. So the back part of that t-shirt was my brother, the late Omama Eki Fatsu's tattoo, and that was a very close friend of his. Actually drew that and tattooed that on my brother's back before he passed away, which is his friend from high school in Samoana, Dawson.
Oh, wow.
So he's a very talented host, and he does a lot of great work. And I just want to say thank you. If you guys get a chance to log into blackoutfightgear.com, you can tell my man Rodney Eberson that I sent you out there, and he'll definitely take care of you.
Sounds good, man. Yeah, he definitely took care of us. I love those jackets that he made for us. Those varsity style jackets.
Yeah, you guys are pretty much spoiled here in Knoxville. Here, and I gotta wear because I wear special size big man stuff. But I try to take care of you kids as much as I can. Here, nothing like training. I feel if while you're training, if you look good and feel good, the rest won't come out to it.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
I have a question for you regarding these designs. I see the Samoan Dynasty. I see a lot of Samoans wearing these designs, tattoos, those. Yeah. In our culture, like we would do henna tattoos where the women put it on their arms, and each little stroke, each little symbol means something. It's supposed to tell a story. Is that kind of the same with you guys?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, everything that's on those tribal tattoos, they all mean it's a meaning of, of our culture, certain designs that are on there, and so. To get deep into the Samoan and Polynesian cultures, there's different tribal, Maori, Fiji, Samoans, Tongans. Everybody has a different designs, but it's like means the same for all Polynesians.
Right.
When you see tribal on anybody today, the first thing they think is Polynesian.
Yeah, right.
And a lot of kids are like Avakasi kids, which are half, right? Half Samoan, half this, half that. And when you see a kid or a woman, once you kind of they don't look Samoan or Polynesian, but as soon as they take their shirt or you see their short or whatever on their legs, it's like, man, where'd you get that? Are you? It's yeah, my dad is doing it. I said, okay, that's Polynesian there.
I love it.
So for you that are out there, like you wear your tattoo very proudly. Represent. Always embrace your culture.
Yeah.
The beautiful thing is, like I always say to you kids, that when you're training, embrace your body.
Of course.
You're special the way you look. Don't try to look like somebody else that's in the business or just somebody else that's out there. You do you, and you were made that way for a reason. Embrace it.
Right. And that's one of the things I actually love about pro wrestling out of all other sports out there and activities like that is that the body positivity, you can be pretty much any kind of size and shape and you'll be able to fit in somewhere, whether you're 5 foot tall or 7 feet tall, right? Whether you weigh 100 pounds or 400 pounds, there's a place for you in wrestling. And that's why it's so inclusive, I feel like, as a sport. Well,
yeah, if you're 7'4" and 500 pounds, there's a gift right there.
Mm-hmm.
If you're 4'3", 90 pounds, there's a gift, right? Nobody looks like you.
Yeah.
So, right. For me, all this time I've been searching for the character that works for me.
Yeah.
And my moneymaker was right behind me.
Right.
Was right behind me. I used to feel some type of way like, damn, my butt is too big as a dude, or it just didn't. I don't see too many guys with butts like mine, and why me?
Yep.
And before you know it, hey, my gift just took me to the next level. You know what I mean? So embrace all your body parts. It is what it is. As long as you're feeling good, body emotion stays in motion and you're good. Hey, man, embrace it.
Man, powerful message. And in fact, if growing up, there's a lot of things I disliked about myself looks-wise, and as I got older, that's what most people actually liked about me and what was making me unique and different. It's like it took me a while to embrace that. So hopefully, if there's any kids out there, younger generation, if you guys can embrace that sooner than later, that would probably be I think that'd be the best gift you can give yourself, is to love yourself and accept yourself the way you are.
You got to do you, man.
Yeah.
Listen, whether you're a father, a brother, or if you're not good within you, you cannot take care or do things for other people.
Of course.
Right? So you have to do you. Rikishi always said, if I'm not good within myself, I can't help anybody else.
Absolutely.
If I'm not good within myself, I can't help anybody else.
Right.
So do you first.
Y'all heard it here first, right?
Absolutely.
now, speaking of people known for their bodies, I want to get to the subject. I need to know what your thoughts are, because you love hip hop.
Yeah.
I need to know what your thoughts are with this new Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion song called WAP. Let you take a drink of water first. It's okay.
I gotta clear my Cardi B, man. She's something else, man.
Yeah.
I think there's that. When you think about where Cardi B started, from the streets, and then working, grinding hard during the evening, and just keep pushing forward as far as when she found her talent, as far as being a rapper, a singer, performer. She just she put it all together. Mm-hmm. And now what is she? 70 million people following, and countless of #1 records. She is so I think she was put on this world for exactly who she is.
Right.
And every time I see Cardi B on my IG, I laugh because she's just so straightforward. Mm-hmm. What you see is what you get. Mm-hmm. She doesn't care about about anything else. I'm not gonna cover code anything. I'm just gonna shoot straight at you.
Right.
And there it is. The numbers don't lie.
Not at all.
And she came up with this new video. It was kind of heavy. I didn't show my kids that, but at least my 12-year-old Sam said, I
listen to this over and over. It's not on repeat.
No. But I mean, the video was hot. The video was so new age. It was so. I mean, it was just absolutely amazing how they put that whole thing together. And
a lot of parents are not having a good time accepting this because of the lyrics, the way it sounds. But as explicit as it is, and that's how you make waves, I feel like it sends a pretty good message overall to.
Well, listen, let me say this again.
Yeah.
For you guys that are upside down about the WAP, about Cardi B's video, if you don't like it, turn it off.
There you go.
And that's simple. If you don't like it, turn it off.
Freedom of choice. That's one thing I love about America.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So, hey, she's doing her thing. You can't knock her for doing her thing. Right. And for the parents that are worried about their kids because the words are so explicit, well, do your job as a parent.
Right.
Go over there, see what your kids is watching, or take their phone. I mean, do what you're supposed to do. Of course. But you can't knock somebody else trying to make a living doing what she loves. And so a big shout out to Cardi B.
There you go.
What's the other female?
So I was going to get to Meg Thee Stallion, the other up and rising star. And I love the fact that these two ladies work together versus fighting each other like they always do in the game. But did you hear what happened to Meg Thee Stallion recently, actually?
No, I haven't.
She was recently at a club and she left with like a bullet hole in her foot. And speculation was going on that it was her boyfriend, Tory Lanez, that shot her. And apparently they recently said that it was him that shot her. And so tell me what you think about this position she's in. So she's a beautiful girl upcoming, right? And she has all this money going for her. She has this amazing boyfriend who's just as talented. They get into some kind of altercation. He shoots her. Now, she doesn't want to press charges given what's been going on in the country right now with cops and the law and black men. That's a tough situation, don't you think?
No, that's not a tough situation. If it was me, why? If it's not working out, cut it.
True.
It's that simple because that if she got shot in the foot, who's to say next time she could have got shot someplace else and wouldn't be alive today to tell her story? And so, I think these type of relationships, there needs to be some type of boundary. I know for me and my wife, it's the respect level. Before we said I do, it was always that, that was our vow to respect each other. The day I cross over and disrespect my wife, I'm done.
Oh yeah.
I'm done.
Oh yeah.
So we've been going on many a years now, and I'm proud the route that we went. But it's just, I think it's common sense.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you together in a relationship when you're doing things like this to the person that you're supposed to love?
Right.
I feel it doesn't make sense at all. I feel like, she would probably want to find somebody who would embrace her feet rather than shoot her feet. I mean, trust me, there'll be a lot of, look at her, right? There'll be a lot of dudes out there that will want to massage her feet, embrace her feet. Wash her feet. I can go on and on, but, I'd rather have somebody embrace my feet than shoot my feet.
The internet's kind of weird. The internet has a whole feet culture going on right now. I don't know if you've been on Instagram, but don't ever post your feet on Instagram, okay?
I don't know, man. I think that's going to be my new deal. I'm going to just take a shot of my feet and post it up.
Yeah.
And tag her. How's your feet?
Hey, you're known for one body part long enough. Let's move on to another one. See how much we can make off of that one, right?
My goodness. But yeah, I hope she's doing well, and I hope they kind of find peace, common ground, and to be able to work things out.
Of course. You know what I want to do now? I think this is my favorite part of the session. Yours too, is when we start taking some questions from the chat.
Oh, awesome.
So if the chat's out there, I know you guys have been putting questions down. Let me go through and see what we got. There's a lot coming through. But if you have any questions, go ahead and send them my way now. I'll make sure I put them up on the screen and we answer them for you guys.
This is beautiful, man. We get to talk to a lot of people all across the world.
Right. Actually, this gentleman here, Surav, I'm pretty sure he's from elsewhere, so let's put him up on the screen.
All right.
His question to you is, who was your toughest opponent ever?
Oh, my goodness. Wow. My toughest opponent. I'd have to say Chris Benoit. Because Chris Benoit, he was a workhorse. There would be times that I come into the squared circle and I'd be tired from night before traveling. And every time I would wrestle that guy, for some reason, he would just pump in new energy, extra energy into me, because the way he came at me, it was full force. So I had no choice at that time but just to suck it up.
Right.
Which made me a better performer that night. And being if I had injuries in my knees or my neck, or it's very difficult to perform, and having those type of in the back of your head, right. You're having those type of injuries and you can feel it. But when you have a Wolverine like Chris Benoit, a pro like him, just come at you. He every time I work with him, he always brought, he always took me to another level. And I really appreciate that, when we work together, I love the fact that we got in there and beat the shit out of each other. It's Samoans. We're like that. We like it. We want to hear it.
Yeah.
So we hit you back.
Right.
But you wrestle some other wrestlers that they're kind of too light. But when you wrestle a guy like, say Godfather, or Chris Benoit, or Kurt Angle, these cats, they bring it to you, man.
Oh yeah.
So you ain't got no choice but to bring it. So, which is a good thing,
Absolutely.
It's not that they're being stiff just to be stiff, but it's just the way it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be snug like that,
Yeah, rest in peace to the legend Chris Benoit, man.
Yeah,
He was definitely ahead of his time. Here's not even a question, it's more of a comment, but I think it'd be nice to hear some advice on it for this gentleman. So Bill is not being able to see his wife recently because she had triple bypass surgery. He's not allowed in the hospital. So what would you say to somebody in this kind of situation? How would you react to something like this?
Well, I'm not a doctor, at all, my friend. I think during times like this, when your loved ones are going through some hard situations like this, try to again, spend as much time as you can. Um, I know, when I lost my mother in 2008, uh, it was a very difficult time to be able to see your loved one just deteriorate through myeloma cancer. I lost her, and the best medicine for me, my mother fought it for 8 years. The best medicine for me was to make her smile. That's all. I mean, I've watched all the different tests that she went through for 8 years, and her fighting spirit never quit. But when her time where she was tired, and she definitely let me know that, okay, I'm ready. And, that's all we can do during things like this. When it happens to your loved one, is just to support, to be there. I mean, they told me during the time that, when my mother was in the hospital, that, she couldn't eat certain food. Well, during the wee hours of the morning, 3 in the morning, she would, say, I want a French fry. I want a milkshake. I want a cheeseburger. It didn't take me that long. I'll be right back. Guess what the doctors are talking about. But for me, when I watched her, sip down that milkshake, French fry, she would dip it in the milkshake, eat the French fry. And she was just like, she was so happy, a smile on her face.
Now she would dip it in the milkshake and eat the French fry. Was this Wendy's?
No.
No, okay. Wendy's is gotcha.
She used to, she loved the cheeseburger and the fish fillet.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so, to answer your question, my friend, just try to, spend quality time. I think during these times that your loved ones need to see you strong.
Of course.
So they can lean on somebody. So.
Of course.
And good luck to you, man.
Bill, thank you, Bill.
Praying for you, Bill, and your family.
All right, next question. So who was your favorite traveling buddy?
Oh, my goodness. It's BSK. The whole crew. I'm talking about Yoko, Godfather, the Godwin brothers. Who else? Taker, Savio Vega. It was, when you're out on the road, it's hard not being out there. And so you try to find dudes that you click with, that they have the same interests as you. We used to listen to a lot of rap songs. And when we hooked up with Taker, and, kind of messed us up with Godfather, because his Godfather, black dude, but he's playing country music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Junior. And by the time, these West Coast Samoan boys, by the time we were, through writing with these guys, we knew the whole album.
Yep.
And we never listened to country music before.
But
so we used to listen to a lot of Snoop Dogg, NWA back in the day. So it was a lot of good times with these special guys in my life during my career.
And you could tell a special guy. I know you still talk to these guys almost every day. So
Well, we sometimes we kind of just call to check up on each other, see what's going on. When we get ready to get booked for WrestleMania, hey, are you doing it? So for me now, it's like, when times like that for appearances, for conventions or WrestleMania and so forth, it's like a reunion for us. We're not really going for the pay. We're going for the free food, the first class ticket to see each other, right?
Right.
How you going?
Yep.
And some of us, we see each other. God damn, man, you look fat as hell, man. What the hell you been doing, man? Damn, man, we need to eat. You look slim, man. So we still in our old ways together.
Of course. I love that. That lifelong friendships, man. Those are the things.
This industry, you find the real ones, and then you find the fly-by-night ones.
Yeah.
The real ones, you want to keep them close to you. All right, the ones that are just there, smile in your face, stab you in your back when you turn, those are the ones, you can see it coming a mile away.
Right.
those are one that just go ahead and just cut them out
They tell on themselves
all the time.
all the time.
It's like that, right? I don't have to know you, but sooner or later you'll tell on yourself.
You know, one of the countries that I feel like has been represented really well in wrestling lately has been Japan. New Japan Pro Wrestling has been a lot more major here in the U.S. People love watching it. Strong style hitting, which is a lot like Samoan style, right? Yeah. So what was it? Royal wants to know: have you ever wrestled in Japan before WWE?
Oh yeah, I actually wrestled in Japan when I was 17 years old.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Oh wow!
I actually went there the first time with my cousin Samu. Who is Alpha's older son. He's my partner in the head shrinker. And Yoko was there as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I was a young kid, just excited just to travel, that I'm going to Japan, and to be able to get in the ring and, we love the business. I was a big fan of the industry. I was a big fan of my uncles, to see them on TV from Samoa. And you're so prideful, proud to see that, man, that's my uncle's. That's my uncle. So when I got a chance, I think it was my uncle Alpha that got me a chance to book me there at 17. And I went to Japan, and it was a learning experience.
Mm-hmm.
I realized how Japanese professional wrestling is different from American.
Mm-hmm.
Japanese, they treat all the independent wrestlers, all wrestlers, with respect. Doesn't matter which you're on the card level that you are. So I really enjoyed that.
Right.
I think I would have probably stayed at the dojo, had I thought about it back then.
Right.
Just kind of because I really love the culture and the Japanese people and also the companies that are out there. So, and the food.
Yeah, the food's great.
Ribera Steakhouse. If you ever go to Japan, you need to go check out that place, Ribera Steakhouse. You'll walk in there, and it's like all kind of different memorabilia from the past. And then you see those that are present today. But we all come to this small joint for the steak that this guy has. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, we got to go.
Yoko used to go there and slam about 4 of them. I think I did about 2.
Nice.
Big Sam, he can put away some steaks over there.
Nice.
So, I look forward to one day. I think I would like to, one day be able to go there with the whole Samoan Dynasty family, just to do some type of special appearance in Japan, or even a special appearance match.
That sounds.
I think I got one more face me.
That sounds great. I think we have a new project to work on, production. Right. If you guys are listening to this backstage.
Testing.
All right, let's go with the one last question, and then we can start wrapping things up. So here's somebody who said you're from Connecticut, and they heard Connecticut was your old stomping grounds.
Yeah.
What were some of your favorite memories from there?
Well, Connecticut to me, I have a long time. This is a long time story. I was actually, my Uncle Alpha had a show for his company in a small town called Moossup, Connecticut. And I was actually Tonka Kid number 2. My brother Tonka Kid was actually riding Piper in them Madison Square Garden. Well, I broke into the business after my younger brother. And so my uncle would book us when we would do all these towns around Connecticut. And I was getting ready to go on. I come on, in the hallway. I'm all ready, doing push-ups and so forth. But I see this one guy, comes. He has like a huge, like a mountain man. And he had like 4 hot dogs. And I was like, are you going to eat all those hot dogs before you go wrestle? This is, I'm not a wrestler.
Oh.
I was like, man, in my mind, like, man, you should be. I'm going to introduce you to my Uncle Alpha. And so what happened was, long story short, this was well over 25 years ago. Till this day, as my career went on, his name is Jack.
Jack.
and his mother. She passed away, which was like my mother. Was called Helen. Her name was Helen. I used to go to their place, and then I walked in there. She'd always have brownies on top of the kitchen stove.
Gotcha.
Oh my goodness, it was the best freaking brownies I've ever tasted. And so we've been friends for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I go there, I've always gone to Muscle, Connecticut, to be able to get away from all the city and everything.
Oh yeah.
You know, I'm driving. He taught me how to drive. You know, bulldozers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, taught me how to mechanic, fix cars. You know, when I was making money at the time, he'd say, "Hey, if you don't get underneath there and try to figure it out and fix it yourself, you're going to spend money. So you need to get in there and learn how to do that." And, you know, it's been one of my favorite places.
Gotcha.
You know, I like to call that my home up there in Connecticut, the mountains of Yukon Jack.
They got some beautiful, beautiful scenery up there too. So I totally see the peacefulness of going out there.
Man, they got a place up there in Rhode Island. If you like lobster and steak, and there's a place called Nordic Lodge up there, up in Rhode Island, Providence, Rhode Island.
Nice.
They have people that'll catch the bus all the way from New York City, and they will bring all these people all the way down to this place here. Plates are like $75 to get in.
Jeez.
You got a limit of 2 hours. I walk in there the first time. Guess who has the record of eating the most lobsters in this restaurant?
I'm gonna go with you.
Andre the Giant.
Oh my God.
Andre the Giant had 18 lobsters. And then I think Yoko was like 12 lobsters.
What?
And then Jack, Yukon Jack, I think he had like 10. So I was nowhere near. I tried. I got 4. I think at number 6.
Mm-hmm.
I tapped out at number 6.
I would have been done after 1. That's a lot of lobster.
But yeah, man, it was a trip walking in there to see Andre.
So that's Yukon Jack you're talking about. Is that correct? Somebody asked about him in the chat. They're saying, "Where is Yukon Jack?"
Yukon Jack, he's actually out there. Well, he comes from the mountains of Alaska. His family and everything. You know, where I used to go up there would be out in Connecticut. So. Got it. And that's all you need to know and need to know.
Well, there you have it, guys. There you have it. You heard it here from Rikishi first. We're getting kind of close to the end of our show here. Anything you want to, final thoughts or anything like that? Anything you want to discuss about next week?
Well, listen here. We got this exciting match that's coming up, you know, with the Santino brothers that are, these are their students that are going to be performing. And, you know, the fans, I just want to personally say thank you so much for you guys tuning in to the free Knox Pro Entertainment live wrestling shows every Tuesday. So make sure, you know, again, like I mentioned before, you know, these guys here, there's no weekly paychecks from the industry as independent. So we gladly take all the donations that you guys can get.
Absolutely. You guys can donate on our Venmo, Knox Pro Entertainment, and our Cash App, Knox Pro, $ Knox Pro ENT.
Sure.
And then also through Facebook. We love Facebook, man. Facebook handles everything for us. So if you guys want to make any donations or anything like that, you can hit up myself, Rikishi, or anyone at Knox Pro. We'll be more than happy to accept.
So I want to throw this up here. I don't know if you guys can kind of see this setup we have here.
Yeah, let me zoom in.
Matter of fact, I want to shout out to Knox Pro Entertainment for hooking this setup. But these type of different paintings here, it's like on a, I don't know if you guys can see that. Look at that.
Actually,
so we have there you go. Right there. See that right there?
these are beautiful.
Ain't it? So I want you guys, you know, to check out a very close source of ours. His name is Christian Manning. He does a lot of these authentic drawings and so forth. He's also on Instagram called Schoolfields. And you just, you know, tell them that I sent you guys over there. So I want to shout out to Christian. Thank you for sending these pieces to decorate the table here. And yeah, you guys, man,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I can't wait to see how it goes down on Tuesday.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited too. I'm very excited about it. I Am Wrestling. Hashtag I Am Wrestling. We're helping independent wrestlers get back into the ring and get back into the scene. So we're helping not just wrestlers, but commentators, referees, ring announcers. I mean, you name it, we're bringing them all in.
Everybody. So you guys make sure you tune in. And again, you know, to my man here, I got to send a special shout out to my man, Hamza Mania. You know, this kid here comes from the Middle Eastern, from Pakistani, and he comes to pursue his dream as a comedian out here in Los Angeles. You know, so make sure you guys follow him as well on Hamza Mania on IG. And even check out some he's funny as hell, man. So I'm thinking maybe somewhere down the line, maybe you can do a tour together. You know,
I've already have it planned and booked. We just gotta wait for Corona to be over. We'll get started.
You know what I mean? Like some type of comedy.
Oh, I love that.
The kings of something.
Yeah. We could bring Reno too, because Reno's pretty hilarious.
I know Reno said the light don't look too well. Again, you know, thank you, you know, all jokes aside, thank you to Reno.
Absolutely.
Reno hooked this whole thing up. I mean, you know, his eye, if it ain't perfection, he's not gonna. He never wants me to be out there if it ain't looking right. So
love and respect.
Thank you so much. So.
Beautiful. Well, hey, it's Friday. We're ready to get going, get our day started. I know everyone's in the afternoon time, coming home, enjoying the weekend. Any final thoughts for the guys before we sign off?
Well, I want you guys to just have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. You guys be safe out there, and thank you so much for tuning in. And you know, when you see us coming through, make sure you go ahead and share this video, and be looking forward to reading some of you guys' comments out there. So, peace and love to the world. This is the Rikishi Driver Talk Show, and we're out.